Hey everybody, Lewis here. It's Friday, and I don't work on Fridays anymore. Not at my job anyway. I do whatever the hell I want for fun, to make money, to play with plants. So anyway, I came to Publix because I want a chicken sandwich, the tender chicken sandwich that Publix makes, and I want to show something. Here's my 2001 Toyota Tacoma first generation, which I absolutely adore. And to me, this is basically the last generation to where Tacomas were still cool. Because this is a more modern Tacoma. I don't know what year this Tacoma is that is parked next to here. And I want to say that they're absolutely gorgeous. I think they're beautiful. But to me, Tacomas have lost their coolness. This is an SR5 Toyota Tacoma. It's got the running boards or the rock sliders, which I hate because to me that step feels like if you're going to slide on a rock, it's going to get caught on the rock, but it doesn't matter. That's just me. They're kind of cool. I don't like those particular ones. I hate the ones with the step. But I don't know why Toyota did this to the Tacoma. They absolutely destroyed and ruined the Toyota Tacoma. They had a Tundra. And they also had a T100. Why not just let the Tundra be the big one? Why ruin the Tacoma? Look at this. This to me is not a fun, cool party truck that I love. This to me is a complete utilitarian work vehicle. Yes, it's a monster, but it's the Tacoma. Why did they do this to the Tacoma? Look how big it is. And it's not as good as it used to be. I don't know. And look at it compared to my first gen 2001 Toyota Tacoma. This to me looks like something you want to take to the lake. This to me looks like something that you want to take to the mountain. This is the kind you want to take your lady, put a sleeping bag in the back, go up to the lake, have a picnic, and make love to McFly's girlfriend. Make love all night long, play the guitar, drink some liquor, smoke some pot, have fun, party. That's what this is to me. That to me is, let's go build a house. Let's go pull a trailer with tools. Let's work. Let's work. Let's party. I don't know what happened to Toyota Tacoma. What happened to the SR5 Hilux? And I know that we didn't get the Hilux in the United States because, stupidity and bullshit, political ignorance of our stupid leaders. But anyway, I am at top of Publix. I like to park in the way at the top where people don't come to protect my vehicle. But I just want to show how beautiful my gorgeous city of Miami. Of course, this is basically Coral Gables. This is just out of Coral Gables, to tell you the truth. I forget the name of this city, but Coral Gables is right over here. Just across the street is Coral Gables, where you have extremely expensive homes and beautiful gardens and we have cities like that all over Miami, don't get me wrong. Miami's an absolutely gorgeous city with absolutely beautiful houses and neighborhoods. But I just love Coral Gables, and you could see the Biltmore in the background. Oh no, you can't. I thought you could see the Biltmore in the background. You can't. But that's okay. You have some workers working across the street, doing some sort of stucco work. Right there. Probably some hardworking Hispanics. Most likely Central Americans. Because those are the ones that really work hard. You know, we don't really... People don't like to admit how hard Central Americans work, but they do. They keep our country moving. And my people. And of course, the European settlers came and they stole our lands from all Native Americans, from the Mayans, from the Aztecas, from the Apaches, you know, all the way to Florida, Texas, everything. But I still love my city. I love my city. I hate the traffic in my city. I hate the people that have moved to my city and have absolutely destroyed my city. You know, but still, I still love Miami, even though I want to leave it just because of the traffic and because of the people that have moved to it. It's still a beautiful city to visit. And it's wonderful if you could just get past all the fake people and all the people that act rich when they're absolutely broke. Because that's what Miami is. If you can get past all that, you can enjoy this wonderful, gorgeous city. And over here, we're going to have the side that actually looks into Coral Gables. That area right there is all Coral Gables. That is a house in Coral Gables. I've made videos of Coral Gables before. I love that city. But the truth is, I love all of Miami. Miami is absolutely wonderful. And there's a lot of good people in Miami too. There's a lot of posers. But if you can get past the posers, this is a wonderful place to come. The beaches are absolutely fantastic. The food is delicious. And there are places where you could still eat, you know, and not spend $50 for a plate of food. There are plenty of places. You just have to find them. I have to start making video of those places. Also, what's sad is we have a lot of people that make videos and talk about certain foods, and they act how delicious the food is, but it's not. A lot of food is not delicious. And a lot of people talk about it like they know what they're talking about, but they don't. They don't know what good food is. And they just post it on their videos. You know? Just because you're paying $100 to eat somewhere doesn't mean the food is good. The price of the food has nothing to do with the quality of the food and the quality of the ingredients that you're using and how fresh the ingredients are and who prepares them. It's very different than what they say. Like, we have a place called La Carreta. It's on Southwest 8th Street. And it was famous for making Cuban food. And when I was a kid, if you went to La Carreta, you could eat an awesome plate of Cuban food or a Cuban sandwich, and it was absolutely delicious. And you could have a batido de mamey, which was so freaking delicious, it's not even funny. But the carreta now is basically garbage. You know, and most people don't know what that is. And unfortunately, you have a lot of the Cuban community that comes from Cuba in the last 25, 30 years that go to the carreta and they think and they're Cubans, and they think that is good food when it's absolutely garbage. And the problem is that they don't have any food in their country. So they have forgotten what really good food is. But when Cubans first came to Miami, man, Cuban food was so freaking delicious. I don't care who it was, a Cuban grandmother, a Cuban cafeteria, that shit was so freaking delicious. It's not even funny. But now, all that food sucks. You know, I haven't even got to Versailles because I'm afraid to go and realize how bad it is. I remember going to La Carreta a few years ago. You know, let's say it was 10 years ago. I don't remember. And I took my daughter, and my daughter loves batidos de mamey. And I said, come on, baby, I'm going to let you taste a really delicious batido de mamey. We went to La Carreta, and I ordered a batido de mamey. And what they brought us was basically shit. I could taste it. I mean, I just tasted it immediately. I realized that wasn't fresh. It was made hours ago, and it was probably kept inside a gallon jug in the fridge. And then what they do is they serve it to you in a glass that's been in the fridge. And as soon as they gave it to me, I told the waiter, what is this? And then they brought me the manager. I said, this is shit. I explained to him exactly what it was, and he goes, yes, that's how we make it. And I said, so you expect me to pay top money for something that has been made hours ago, kept in the fridge, and you're just going to pour the shit into a glass, serve it to me, and charge me, I don't know how much it was. Let's say it was $5, $7. I have no idea. I don't remember. But that is what they're giving you. And there are places where they still take the mamey fruit and they put it in a blender and they put fresh milk and they put whatever it is that the person is making, the way they know how to make it, and they give it to you, and it is absolutely delicious. And they still charge the same price as La Carreta, but you're having a really good drink. You know what? I need to show those places because that's where I go. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Be very kind to yourself. And now I'm going to go get my public sandwich.